The Rock has come out and said that he actively encourages people to sing in the cinema. Would you?
I don't think that's a good thing. I'm going to put it out there. No.
On the show today, I'm thrilled to announce we have Auli'i Cravalho.
Oh, it's perfect.
Oh!
Aloha kakahiaka, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, good. I was determined to get your name right because I just keep hearing interviews where everyone gets it so badly wrong.
It's true.
And it's so insulting.
Well, the worst I've heard is aioli, so the bar is very low.
Oh my goodness.
Sailing from the horizon, back to our home, our island, coming into our view beneath the morning sky.
Moana 2 is out. It's a huge favourite in my house. I have two girls. We both love it. Just go back in time and talk to me about the impact that the first Moana had on your life, because it must have just shot you into the stratosphere.
Oh, it absolutely did. I was 14 when I was cast. I just celebrated my 24th birthday a few days ago.
Oh my gosh.
So to have this character in my bones for 10 years is also incredibly special. And it's true, her waves of impact it just continues to roll out. To know that we have wayfinding on the big screen, which is a source of Indigenous Pacific pride, as well as having a young woman at the helm of her ship, not needing a love interest to complete that story, not afraid to grab a demigod by the ear, so kind, so in charge of her own story. I think that's why she is so beloved by so many.
Also, as
agree
well,
more. I hate princesses that fall over in fairy tales and have to be rescued by a man.
Moana, you need a crew. Hehe and Pua don't count.
It's the other side of the ocean. How could I ask them to...
Our people will rise if you let them.
Last time the chicken made it.
How connected do you feel now to the Polynesian mythology that the second film contains?
Oh, it's so much fun because, truthfully, stories of how Maui pulled islands out of the ocean and slowed down the sun, those are pieces of history and folklore and myth that I grew up with. But then characters like Matangi and other demigods, those actually come, and Kakamora, for instance, those come from other Pacific cultures. So I feel like I know my culture quite well, but I also am then learning about others in the Pacific. I'm learning about my cousins from across the sea. So I'm learning right alongside other audience members.
please, can you confirm or deny if Tamatoa is going to be in Moana 2?
Yeah.
Yes!
I'd rather be
Honestly, that character for me, Jermaine Clement,
I know.
it was just an absolute, it was a delight.
Yes.
It was the campest delight. It was amazing.
I mean, that also goes to show just how many people have worked on this film. That actually came through a connection of Taika Waititi, who worked with Jermaine on What We Do in the Shadows. So friends talk to friends. We also have Alan Tudyk as our Heihei. You'd never expect a human to be voicing Heihei. We have so many incredible talent.
I was coming home the other day, a load of students were eating some food. I don't know what they were eating. I walked past and I heard, boat snack!
No way!
And that was about 2 days ago.
Oh my
so it's still going. It's still going.
Yes!
And they were just eating, boat snack!
Oh my
It's
God.
brilliant.
Heard in the wild.
Yeah.
Perfect!
Little sis! Big sis!
You were gone forever.
It was 3 days.
It's weird because you say that you've grown up with this movie, but also in the movie, you can actually physically see that Moana has aged. And we usually don't see that from a Disney princess, but we see it this time round.
It's true. For the first time in Disney history, a Disney princess has aged. And my voice is a little lower, so to track that through voice, through storyline, as well as music, just furthers that plot all the more, and I'm so happy.
The joy that this movie has given us as a family, and you won't believe the amount of people that have messaged me knowing that you're going to be on saying, oh, can you get her to say hello to my daughter, my son, and everything like that, because it's so wonderful. Do you actually know how much joy it has given families across the world?
I think I'm just realizing now that these children have watched the movie, but parents watch it just as many times.
Because it's got the humour in it that sort of goes over the children's heads and into the adult realm.
Yeah.
So it's one of those amazing animations that you can actually watch and enjoy as a family for real.
Love that.
And that's the best thing.
Moana, come on up. I'm like your destiny. Let me hear you. Let me get up. Let me hear you.
Obviously, one of the other amazing things is the music.
Yes.
And I think The Rock has come out and said that he actively encourages people to sing in the cinema. Would you?
I don't think that's a good thing. I'm going to put it out there. No.
As a theater kid myself, I think if you watch it opening night, you keep the singing to yourself. But if you come back with your friends, if it's a girls' trip to the cinema, sing your little heart out. But if someone pokes you in the shoulder and goes, I didn't pay to hear you sing, you take a respectful step back.
Sorry. What's your favourite song, or what do you think is the song that everyone's going to go nuts for in the second movie?
Oh boy. I have to say How Far I'll Go made such an impact. And in this film, we have a song, Beyond, that again encourages her growth and kind of completes that question that we asked. How far I'll go beyond.
Yeah,
That was my favorite.
And completely off grid, are you prepared for Christmas?
Oh.
Is your tree up? Have you done any shopping since you've been in London?
Absolutely not.
Oh!
Absolutely not. I have a cat who loves to destroy things. A Christmas tree would be too enticing for him, but I've
his
saved
name?
Rocco.
Oh.
But I've saved a lot of TikToks for things that I could make and do. Does that count?
I send hundreds of those to my daughter. We never do anything about them. Napkins and potatoes and Brussels sprouts. And it's like none of it gets done. Thank you so much for coming on Moana 2.
Thank you for having
It's out
me.
now in the cinemas.
This is Heart.